do you see a lot of parallel qualities, or is there something that separates the have from the have-nots? Is there like an intangible?
The one thing I could say is crazy. The crazy level. I feel like
crazy which way?
Lucky Boys Podcast.
I like to take meetings because you just never know who and what and where they're from and what it could lead you to ultimately your next deal or whatever, right? So I took the meeting. They said there's this app, meet the guy. So I went in there thinking they need me, right? Because I'm the Shark Tank. You gotta you like. So I went in there swinging my dick, trying to like you need me. So I see this guy order 3 dozen oysters and down them all, right?
And it's not cheap at Nobu.
Yeah, like down them all. And then he orders another 3,000. And I'm like,
3 dozen.
3 dozen, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Who the fuck eats, like, there's parasites and shit that could be
that's
in
a
stomach.
lot.
It's disgusting, right? And then later I realized the guy has like 30 kids with like 20 different women, and he has a mansion for each, like, woman and family, whatever. But I just realized this guy's a monster, and I'm nobody. So you never know. I came in there thinking they need me, and I'm like, shit, I want to be a part of this. This guy's a monster.
It's that small fish, big pond.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you definitely want to take meetings because you just never know who you're going to meet.
So did something come out of it?
Yeah. He's like investing in lots of companies. He might invest in the private jet deal, the tech deal. Who knows, right? But it's a great contact because he's a monster. And the reason why I brought him up and the story is he told me some insane story about online gaming too. He said that again, he had this other guy pitching me the app, and then I said, "How do you guys meet?" And he said, "Oh, you let him tell you the story." So he tells me the story. He said 6 years ago, this Filipino guy, he flew out the top 35 players of this app game. He rented a house in LA, a mansion, right? He flew them, the top 35. I was like, wait, from all over the world? And he was like, yeah, I flew them all over the world, in business class too. I was like, to what? To just play with him. So I was like, what? Just to play this online game with? He's like, yep.
Bro, what does that guy do for a living?
Exactly. Hold on. And then,
Jesus.
And then
I'm gonna know.
And then,
that's serious money.
This is next like billions, right? So he said one of the kids was 15, and he had to fly his dad too. And they came from Switzerland, Australia. Like the guy flew them all over just to play with him. Now, what he does for a living it's again online gambling. So
is he a kid?
No, he's our age. He's pretty young. But then I realized,
does he have old money or did he just
I think it's new tech money he has. But the crazy thing is, it explained his oyster eating because he's so damn horny. Like he has 30 kids. And I was like, who eats fucking oysters? And he goes, oh, that's the light. He usually goes for 100 oysters at a time.
Doesn't it have like a lot of mercury?
Yeah, who knows? But the guy is, strong. So, I mean, to have
30 kids.
I mean, he's serious money. Yeah.
No,
but again, it's just like things like that are like, I love taking that meeting because you don't really meet guys like that in this world.
What differences do you see in between the have and the have-nots?
So the difference is just being able to live, that financial freedom, right? They don't think about how much that bill's going to cost. They're going to eat what they want to eat. Whereas a person like me back then, living in Harlem and being a college kid, and it was difficult because I had to watch because I have $100.
Oh, you do the math on everything.
Yeah, like if I spend that, but people who have it, they don't think about that stuff. So they get to go to any restaurant they want to do, eat what they want, drink what they want. So it's really relaxing because you don't have that financial stress behind your back of your mind thinking, oh, I have to think twice about ordering. But most of the world has that, right?
But I should have referenced more so towards personality traits.
Oh, personality.
With the qualities.
Do you see any different, do you see a lot of parallel qualities, or is there something that separates the have from the have-nots? Is there
I think
like an intangible?
The one thing I could say is crazy, the crazy level. I feel like
Crazy
people
which
with
way?
money are a little bit cuckooer. They're like almost like actor. You know, like to be an actor or actress, you have to be able to. Yeah, like most of them are a little bit cuckoo up there, right? So they have that cuckoo feature, meaning they do things that can make them a lot of money, but they don't know that they're because they're just crazy.
So you're saying that the fear gene is
it's just the fear gene, but also they're just very eccentric. It's just like their personalities.
They think outside the box.
They're just they just have a different outlook. It's just so one of the qualities and personalities would be just the cuckoo level. Just like it's a different, like rich people have different like it's just
wiring.
So it's not intelligence that separates.
It's a fine line between intelligence because they are intelligent, but they also like. It's just the things they do, the things they say, like eating 100 oysters. Like, it's not normal, but it's fucking working, right? Like, they're a billionaire for a reason because they're doing something. Like, you know, you read all this shit on Elon Musk and everything. Like, he drops acid in his eye. Like, fuck yeah, he does probably.
He drops acid in what?
Yeah, I mean, I remember some girl tweeted.
Well, it's really big over there.
He drops.
I mean, not in the eye, though. Microdose.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone said that on the tweet. So
you microdose.
I'm just referring and then they took down the tweet and whatever. But people do crazy shit that you don't think they do. You think they just stay there like doing
normal everyday
math all day or
pay the
Excel
bills.
sheets or no, they're having fun and they're doing crazy shit. And then it makes them even want to make more money, do more crazy shit. Right? Like we're blasting people out of this space right now. Like we're doing crazy shit. Also, and people are funding it.
So that's what makes them feel alive. They're just looking. Yes. So it's not as much as
that's the key word, alive.
Money. It is more looking for the thrill.
Yes, but then money, because they already have it or they made it somehow, that keeps them going.
So they see money as the driver for their life.
It's just.
Well, I think when you're at that level, I think money is really more just like a passport, right, to how much you can achieve, and then after that, I would presume is about power, being known somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like I remember Donald Trump said this. Oh man, before he was president, but this was way back then. He was like, "Oh, you're rich? So what? Nobody knows who you are. You can't get a table here."
Exactly.
And I was just a kid when I was like, "Oh,
you're right,
shit.
100%.
I never even thought about it like that."
Yeah, you could have all the money in the world, and there's some people who are quiet with money too, right? Like there are some people
that much prefer to just be low key.
Who don't care. Like I'll wait online. I don't care if I could buy this whole place, but I'll wait online because I don't really care. Like they're humble, and then there's people who want to be in the limelight. Right, and to flex and to swing their cocks around. Right.
So within our group of friends growing up, right, if somebody was showing off or like to, as you say, swing their cock around, right, or peacock when they enter a room, right, people would look at them and either cringe or be turned off by it, or or be extremely jealous, right? Like, oh, he tuna, or that person's like just a real show-offy, cocky. Loud, we don't like that, let's shut them up. How do you, you're around people like that
all the time.
Do you go, yo, that's kind of cool, or do you have like that old school mentality still where you go, no, bro, you need to humble yourself?
So one thing, and I think this carries and it transcends through like people with money, is people with money don't give a fuck. So if you show up and you're acting boastful, I don't give a fuck, because in the end, if we're gonna do business or we're gonna enjoy like hang out with each other, who cares? This is why I call it the crazy, right? This is part of the craziness.
So that's another thing. They give no fucks.
That's how I act too, and that's why people are kind of, they gravitate towards me because I really don't like give a fuck. And then people are like, this guy really don't give a fuck like about this or that. So they want to get to know you more, right?
Because you're probably different than
because they're like, this guy's not wired the same way. Like he really doesn't give a shit about the little thing.
Lucky Boys Podcast.